Ladies and gentlemen, the weekly candle close that just occurred here a few hours ago was an opportunity for Bitcoin to prove that it's still in a good, solid, bullish position. It didn't quite prove itself fully. We saw some good things. It was more good than bad. But I listed out the things we needed to see yesterday, and we didn't meet all of those requirements. So I'm not too confident here. I'm not confident enough to sit here and say that Bitcoin's in a great medium-term position. It's certainly going up here. I'm not quite there yet. However, I am in a more confident position than I was just yesterday. I think even though we haven't seen everything we need to see, we did see quite a few things, and we'll get into all of this in a second, and then we'll get into my overall predictions for what will happen next for Bitcoin, and also the remaining things that we still need to conquer, the remaining levels we still need to conquer that we failed to conquer on the weekly candle close. So I suppose just recapping what happened on that weekly candle and assessing any changes it's made to the charts is the topic of this video. So before we get into that, guys, check out the BingX and Bitunix exchanges. These are both global non-KYC exchanges. You can sign up from anywhere in the world, regardless of restrictions in your region. They also are both very low in trading fees, and with my referral link down below, you can click on that link in the description or the pinned comment and sign up, and you'll get a 15% trading fee discount for life, every single buy, every single sell, just by signing up with my link. So go ahead and do that. It helps me and it helps you. So use those links below. Let's get into the content. Right. The overall structure for Bitcoin, as we know by now, and as you should know by now, and if you don't, here you go, is a descending channel formation. Okay, it's been forming for quite a long period of time now, since March. 5 months of descending channel. Even on the drop downwards, even on the invalidation, you can see it's still held on the daily candle. All right, there it is. There's the daily candle hold. And you can see that, it's not just the top line of the channel that acts as resistance. It's also the center line of the channel, this dashed white line here. You can see for about 2 weeks, we were rejecting from that level. And that level was not only just a random price level, it was also a level that was bolstered for resistance by indicators such as the bull market support band, which is on the screen in orange right now, and the 50 and 200-day moving averages, specifically the 50. All of those levels, those two indicators and the center line itself, acted as very strong resistance and also previously very strong support on multiple occasions that I'm circling over here and here and here. Right, and basically we've broken above that center line. That's great news. However, seeing as the indicators, specifically the bull market support band, bolstered that level as resistance, I would like to have been seeing a break above those indicators as well. Luckily for us, we have broken above the bull market support band. That is great news. And luckily for us, we are consolidating on top of the bull market support band, which shows that it is acting as medium-term and short-term support, which again is great news. On top of this, we have actually managed to close the weekly candle above the bull market support band, which again is great news. That was one of the things we needed to be seeing that I listed in yesterday's video. But unfortunately, that's about where it stops. Now, that is great progress, nevertheless, right? We are still in a better position we were in yesterday because we did see that weekly close above the bull market support band, which is a weekly chart level. However, we unfortunately did not see the rest of the things that we wanted to see in order to regain full confidence in Bitcoin's medium-term structure. So we are, I guess, still in a bit of an indecisive stance in the medium term, perhaps leaning bullish now because we are above the center line and above the bull market support band, so we are on the more bullish side. And I do expect, to be honest, retests of the top of the channel itself, but I can't sit here saying that I'm jumping into Bitcoin with 100x leverage and buying all these coins, because I'm not. I actually would have liked to see a bit more. And what are the things I would have liked to have seen? Well, I would have liked to have seen a cleaner breakout on the weekly chart RSI. It may look like we have broken out on the weekly chart RSI. We've got a descending resistance line, but unfortunately I actually haven't, right? The weekly candle close occurred right here on top of resistance, and this is just a result of the price action moving to the right in the chart. So I wouldn't consider that a weekly chart RSI breakout. If we close above it again on the following week, that would be a breakout. These weekly chart RSI candles are very, very important, okay? If you look at where we have seen diagonal resistance in the weekly chart RSI in the past, you can see that every single time we see it, it leads to just massive price action. I mean, this is just without a doubt. You look at it over here, it led to the bull market. Over here, it led to the end of the bear market. Over here, it led to the start of this move that led to all-time highs. Every time we see a weekly chart RSI breakout, it's very, very big news. So seeing it now, or yesterday on that weekly candle close, or a few hours ago on the weekly candle close, I should say, would have been excellent news. We didn't quite get it. So we did get that bull market support band close. We did get the confirmation of acting of the bull market support band being flipped for support, because now we're testing it to the downside, and that's working perfectly. We didn't get the weekly candle RSI breakout, which does kind of leave us in a bit of uncertainty. Furthermore, we didn't get the Ethereum breakout. This is where I'm still a little bit on the fence about the market as a whole here in the medium term. In the long term, I'm bullish because this is, again, a macro bullish structure. Descending channel formations generally break to the upside. We can't really expect anything else until it actually occurs, right? If we do see a break to the downside, that's when we say, okay, we were wrong, and we get the hell out of everything immediately. I'm not in altcoins right now. I don't suggest altcoin buying right now whatsoever. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just saying if I was in your shoes, I wouldn't be doing it. What I'm saying is we are still in a longer term bullish structure until proven otherwise. And these yellow lines right here, stemming backwards from 2018 and stemming backwards from October last year, and the channel itself are the things that will prove it otherwise if we break them down. But until we do that, we're in a good structure. So, long term, I'm bullish here. Medium term, I'm leaning bullish, but I'm not quite there yet. Ethereum, and one of the reasons is as Ethereum is still at strong resistance. If we look at Ethereum, we look at the red rectangle on the screen, that is the prior, very important macro support zone that we held for about 6 months as resistance and then going through as support on multiple occasions, okay? We finally dropped below it. Now it's acting as strong resistance. It's also being bolstered by a descending resistance line. We retested the very top of the resistance level just a few days ago. I would not be confident in this market fully until we break that level on Ethereum, because Ethereum price action can foreshadow Bitcoin price action, right? Bitcoin is looking okay. It's above its support levels. It's above bull market support band. But I'll tell you right now, it's not exactly moving upwards, right? It's very much stagnant here. It's stagnant because the market doesn't know what to do. Because on one hand, a Bitcoin's above resistance, but on the other hand, Ethereum's testing its very precise resistance zone, and the total cryptocurrency market cap, which is the chart that measures the entire valuation of the crypto market, is at the POC on the volume profile, which is the most potent point of resistance on the entire chart that you can see visibly right here. So I would say the broader market is still at resistance. Again, we've seen good signs on Bitcoin, but it's not enough yet. We're not quite out of the woods yet. Even if we look into traditional markets, right, we can see, yeah, S&P might look okay on the price chart. S&P broke down from its, 10-month long support line, and it managed to get back above it. That's great news. But if we look at the RSI, we can see the RSI is right on top of very strong 10-month long, 11-month almost long resistance right now. So it's not out of the woods yet. And if we look at the DXY, which measures the strength of the US dollar in relation to assets, we can see it's at a very critical turning point, right? It could bounce here, in which case the entire market, I'm talking about traditional markets, I'm talking about Bitcoin. If it bounces here on this support zone, the entire market will swing downwards. Whereas if it drops downwards, the entire market will swing upwards. So it's at a decision point, and we don't know what that decision will be yet. We don't know where it's going to go because we haven't seen the FOMC decision, which is in 23 days, which will give us a dramatic amount of clarity on traditional markets and markets as a whole. Because it's not just, the economy doesn't just affect traditional markets, it affects Bitcoin and crypto as well. So there is still this large shroud of uncertainty, and there is still clear signs that the entire market is still at a major decision point. Ethereum's at a decision point. Is it going to move upwards or is it going to reject downwards? Same with the total cryptocurrency market cap. Bitcoin has made somewhat of a decision, but it just hasn't made it in any strong, real convincing way, as shown by the weekly chart RSI still being at resistance. And as shown by, although us flipping this level as being good, we haven't made a move from that level yet. We haven't bounced from that level. It could just roll over. So unfortunately, the weekly candle close failed to give us the clarity we needed. I was hoping it would give us clarity. It did not. And unfortunately, although we are leaning a little bit more bullish than we were yesterday, I don't think it's enough for us to justify major buying here. That's me personally. I'm not buying majorly here at all. Obviously, you guys can do what you want, but I'm presenting the data to you. So let me know what you think down below. If you found this video useful, leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell. And more importantly as well, if you want a good exchange, again, these two exchanges are available. My referral links are down below for 15% trading fee discounts for life, global non-KYC. Moving forward, if you want access to an altcoin trading group where we trade altcoins, I post altcoin trading signals in there. There's also a group chat with 115 VIP members discussing the market 24/7. I would love to get that group chat more active, and the way to do that is to get more members. So go ahead and check out the VIP group on Telegram. We've got a 78.39% win rate on our trades over the course of 2 years of trading in that group. Very, very good stuff. All the details are down below. And finally, if you want to learn how to trade for yourself in a self-directed course with 30 hours of content, teaching you basically everything you need to know about trading, basically everything I use on a daily basis. You can do so with the Crypto Academy's Become a Trader 10-unit course, which is currently on sale for a limited time. You can get that discounted price. Guys, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. I'll catch you in the next video. Cheers.